Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dewi Anisa Sunthi, and today I'm going to present about the role of semantics in education. This presentation is part of our course Semantics and Pragmatics with Miss Nur Shamsia. In this presentation, I'll explain what semantic is, why it's important, and how it can be applied in the classroom. I also share some examples of semantic phenomena and my personal reflection about studying this topic. Alright, let's start with the basic questions. What is semantics? Semantics is the study of meaning in language. It focuses on how words, phrase, and sentences express ideas and emotions. In language learnings, semantics plays an important role because it connects form, which refers to grammar or structure, with meaning, which is the idea what we want to communicate. So, in simple words, semantics helps us to understand not only what people say, but also what they actually mean when they say it. Semantics is very important in education, especially in language teaching and learning. First, it improves students' understanding of vocabulary and sentence meaning. When students know how meaning works, they can choose the right words to express their thoughts. Second, semantics helps teachers and students avoid misinterpretation. Many misunderstandings in class happen because people interpret meaning differently. And third, studying semantics develops communication and critical thinking skill because it encourages students to analyze language deeply and think carefully about how meaning is built. Okay, now let's look at how semantics can be applied in the classroom. In vocabulary teaching, teachers can use semantics to explain synonym, antonym, and polysemy, words that share or differ in meaning. In reading comprehension, semantics helps students understand figurative or ambiguous expression like idiom or metaphor. And in translation or media analysis, it helps students avoid literal mistakes and explore persuasive meanings. For example, the phrase "a piece of cake" doesn't mean an actually cake, right? It means something easy to do. This application makes lessons more engaging and helps students understand meaning beyond words. Next, let's discuss about semantic phenomena. The first is ambiguity, which means a word or sentence can have more than one meaning. For example, I saw her duck. Duck in this sentence have two meanings, duck as noun and duck as verb. The second is polysemy, when one word has several related meanings, like the word hat, the hat of person, or the hat of a company. The third is homonymy, which means two words have the same form but different meanings, such as bank for money and bank for a river. Then there is synonym, which means words with similar meaning like big and large. And finally, antonym, which means words with opposite meanings like hot and cold. This concept show how meaning in language can flexible, complex, and context dependent. It has really changed the way I understand communication. I've learned that one word can have many meanings depending on the context, and that misunderstandings often happen not because of grammar, but because of meaning. It also taught me to choose words more carefully when I speaking or writing, especially when teaching or explaining something. As a future English teacher, I want to use my knowledge of semantics to make my lessons more clear, more interesting, and meaningful for my students. To conclude, semantics is essential in both language teaching and learning. It connects meaning, context, and communications, three key elements that make language work effectively. By studying semantics, teachers can express and explain ideas more clearly, and students can express their thoughts more accurately. So, semantics helps us use language not just correctly, but meaningfully. That's all from me. Thank you for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.